What is up, everyone? I would say welcome to another edition of the Ear Hustling Podcast, but this really isn't an edition. It's just bonus coverage. Eric and I have some things on our mind. We got a very, very important topic tonight to talk about. So Eric's off today, so happy for you. I'm taking a quick lunch break to chat it up with my boy over here. Eric, what's going on, man? How's that weather in Detroit? I heard snow coming.
Well, you heard right. I mean, there's snow all over the place. I heard it. You're not having snow.
I was gonna say it's not snow all over the place because it's in the mid 50s here. So,
Poor guy.
I'm sorry. It's a little chilly.
Yeah, I'm sure you being a Detroit boy, you were absolutely freezing out there.
I am. It's cold as hell.
Yeah, we suck. You know that.
It's really not. I'm wearing a t-shirt. So we got a couple things on our mind that we want to talk about. First of all, I got some breaking news. You may have already heard this, but it looks like it's official that we will have, of course, Spencer Detroit's in the house.
What's going on, Spence?
Okay. Eric gets a special shout out. I feel some kind of way, Spencer, but hey to you too. Anyway,
you got issues. Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Breaking news: the NBA and the NBPA has come together and agreed on, like my new hair. Yeah, it's actually real too. Thank you. They've agreed to an All-Star game here in Atlanta on March the 7th. It's going to be a one-day event. So the skills competition is going to be before the game. So definitely excited about that. Don't know what fans looks like as far as if they're going to allow fans or not, but we will see. So I'm pretty excited about that.
March the 7th. They couldn't move that back.
Mac to win. Oh, of course. That would have been a good idea.
I'm going to go need to talk to Silver, and we need to talk about that date.
You do your thing, man. Work your magic.
Okay.
Get him on the show.
Yeah. You know what? I think I will. I'll get in contact with Adam today.
Awesome. First name basis. I'm impressed.
Well, hey, being you on a first name basis.
That's true. So I got a question for you. That was the breaking news. Do you want to make our final Super Bowl picks now, or do you want to wait till later on our show?
You know what? Let's wait till later on in the show.
Okay. All right. Sounds good to me. Yeah, one day, Spencer. I seriously doubt it. You know, Atlanta's pretty weird though. I could walk to the stadium where the game is going to be, where the Hawks play, State Farm Arena, and it's been actually pretty. I don't want to say busy, but on the weekends it's been pretty populated here in Atlanta. A lot of people are masked up, so that's good. But the last couple weekends, we've seen more people than we're used to in the downtown area. So we'll see if they're partying or not.
Yeah, well, as long as Jake from State Farm is at the State Farm Arena, I think that you guys are probably going to be partying hard.
And my wife wondered, where do I get my corniness from? So
yourself.
So we'll make the Super Bowl picks later. Speaking of later, we got a great show later, and we got our debut show. Of course, we're still with our wonderful friends over at BS3 Radio, but later on tonight, we'll make our debut on the Scene Snobs Network. So definitely looking forward to that. So definitely some good people on both sides. I can't believe I just said that. But yeah,
that was last administration.
In this case, it's true. It is good people on both sides. So I'm looking forward to continuing our relationship with BS3 Radio and building a great relationship with the Scene Snobs. So who knows? You know what? We talked about this briefly, and I'm going to go ahead and say it now. Ben, Mick, if you guys are out there listening, I'm going to lay out a proposal right now. How about, Ben, you get some – I'm not asking either one to marry me.
Oh, okay.
Ben, how about you get some podcasters from BS3 Network and BS3 Radio, I'm sorry. And Mick, you get some folks from the Scene Snobs. And how about we have a friendly trivia contest, network versus network? here on the EHP podcast. What do you say, Eric?
You know what? That sounds good. But since we're affiliated with both, are we going to participate?
No.
We actually could, one from each side.
We could, but who's going to ask questions?
That's a great question.
Thank you. So we'll co-host.
Okay.
We're going to be Ryan Seacrest and Brian Dunkelman.
No, bro. No.
I want Ryan Seacrest. I got to be Ryan. I got the hair.
Yeah, about to say he's got the better hair.
Yeah. Anyway, so the challenge is out there. Mick, Ben, we're waiting to hear from you guys. Anyway, next topic, man. This has been eating at me. We've been going back and forth, not talking about it together, waiting to find some time where we can come together and talk about this. Detroit Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, a huge trade. Matt Stafford to the Rams for Jared Goff, a third-round pick this year, a first-round pick in 22, and a first-round pick in 23. What are your initial thoughts on the trade?
You know what? The content of the trade is good. The fact that Stafford got traded, I don't like it. I understand what they did. They honored Matthew Stafford's request, and I understand why Matthew Stafford wanted to leave. The man has incredible numbers. Like this year, injured, he passed for over 4,000 yards. He took a team that really shouldn't have won 5 games and made them a 5-game winning team. Look, I understand it. It's you got a future Hall of Fame quarterback. He wants a chip, and I do understand that. Ship him over there to the Rams with probably the best defense in the league, and they've got some nice weapons over there, on the Rams side of the ball. But I was sorry to see him go, but at least for once the Lions did not blow this opportunity to stockpile some draft picks, and they wind up getting Jared Goff. Depending on how they construct their offensive line, I think that the Lions are going to be okay. If they go ahead and they fill those holes. Now, everybody is talking about Goff's a bum, but keep in mind that Goff is 26 years old. He's been to 2 Pro Bowls, if I'm not mistaken, and he's been to a Super Bowl and an AFC championship. So since he's been in the league, he has been productive. Now, for some reason, that graduating class, I think he came out, 16 or 17?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah, but for some reason, that draft class this year, those quarterbacks seem to be struggling. You got Wentz over there in Philly. Goff has some struggles. So everybody has a down year. And I'm telling you, I'm pretty disappointed, but I'm also excited to see what the Lions are going to do with these picks. Are they going to keep these picks, and draft them as is, or are they going to package and move up to get like the best player on the board at a potential draft? Maybe not this year because they just have their first round pick, but in those years where they have those staggered first round picks, what are they going to do? What direction are we truly headed in? And more importantly, for this season, what are they going to do about the wide receiver core? Because you got Goff, you got this third round pick, but I want to see some immediate results. I don't want to have to wait 4 or 5 years.
Interesting. Well, where do I begin? So first off, I am a huge Matthew Stafford fan. Love Matthew Stafford. I hate to see him leave as well, but I understand it. And I'm first a Detroit Lions fan, first and foremost. I then start liking certain players. Stafford being my favorite current Lion. Well, former Lion now. But looking back at our history, as you alluded to, I'm just happy to see that the Lions finally wised up and got something for someone before they got absolutely nothing. You look at Barry, you look at Calvin. We got absolutely nothing for those guys. So they just went away. Now, of course, we can say, well, would they have wanted to be traded? Who knows? I wasn't privy to that information. They just retired. So could things have been different if they would have traded them? I think so. Would that have sucked? Yes. But at least we would have got something. And at least we did get something out of this deal with Stafford. For us to get 3 draft picks, a third rounder and 2 first rounders, this isn't the NBA. Stafford's going to go over the Rams. He's going to do a great job, I feel. They're going to be in the playoffs. He's definitely an upgrade to Goff. So yes, that first round draft pick is not going to be in the top 10. It's going to be in the 20s more than likely. Maybe even the 30s possibly, depending on how well. So this isn't the NBA. You're still going to get great players at that, or really good players, solid players around that pick. And the Detroit Lions can come out of this with 4 starters, with Goff being our starting quarterback, with a 3rd rounder this year, which we'll get to in a second. And then the 2 first rounders in the next couple of years. I think they can come out of this with 4 starters, and we both know they have a ton of holes to fill. You alluded to the wide receiver core. Galladay, free agent, unrestricted free agent. Marvin Jones, unrestricted free agent. Word is that we might sign one of them, but it's not going to be Marvin Jones. Galladay is our best option. Marvin Jones wants to play for a winner. Nothing has come out with him saying, I want to play in Detroit, or I would love to stay there. He hasn't made that cliche statement. Galladay has. We may franchise tag one of those guys. Once again, I think it would be Galladay. Younger, I think that would be our guy. But if we don't get one of those guys back, at least I would prefer both. We're definitely in trouble with the wide receiver core. At that 7 spot that we pick in the first round, what do you go after? Do you go after quarterback, like some people say? Just sit someone in like Trey Lance out of North Dakota, or if Justin Fields slips from Ohio State, do you sit him? I say no. I say ride Goff. Like you say, he's 25, 26 years old. Let him be our guy. In the now, let him be a good game manager. I did not like what Dan Campbell said, but it's true. Dan Campbell said, Matt Stafford is a beast, but you do not need a beast at quarterback to win in this league. I don't like how he said it, whatever, but it is fact. Now, since Stafford is gone, let's get a game manager in there. Is Goff our guy? Is he the leader of the new Goffense? That's what I've been hearing coming around social media, the new Detroit Lion Goffense. Hope he is.
That was sad.
Yeah, it was funny as hell. But hey, if he wins us games, I'm on board for the Goffense.
Okay.
But we got a lot of holes to fill, and we got draft capital to fill those holes. So I'm not too mad at it.
Well, you know what? That's a pretty interesting take. I was just looking up where the top 32 quarterbacks in the league, and Matthew Stafford, and I disagree with this ranking. He ranked number 12. There were some folks that were ahead of him that I just can't wrap my head around, but I guess they're just going statistically. I think Matthew Stafford is easily a top 10 quarterback. Easily. You've got that elite talent like your Mahomes and your Aaron Rodgers and your Russell Wilsons, that are in that elite category. And then you've got your, I guess you could say elite, but like elite second tier. And I put Matthew Stafford there. The lack of weapons. He only really had, my goodness, I think TJ Hawkinson was really his most consistent receiver. And for some reason, the Lions don't really do a lot other than Galladay as far as like pushing the ball upfield. But they did have some weapons that could get the job done. As you saw, Marvin Jones, like in the last part of the season, they were starting to go to him, and he was very productive. So I don't know. The Dolphins got better with Bevel as the interim coach, but I'm thinking that maybe Patricia probably handcuffed him a little bit in terms of play selection. So I don't know, but with Dan Campbell, him being, a tight end, I think that the Lions are probably going to go like a medium to long game, depending on what their personnel are. The running back situation seems to be pretty solid. So if AP comes back, that's still that veteran leadership. Usually running backs start to kind of come into their own after like their second or their third season in a system. They know what holes to hit. They know what the blocking assignments are. They get better at catching out of the backfield. So that continuity that I think that we would have saw had Stafford would have stayed, I think that it would have got progressively better. But I don't know the intangibles. We're going to see which Jared Goff we get. We're going to get that Jared Goff who was out here the first couple of years that was balling out of control, or are we going to get the sensitive diva Jared Goff that was like, if I can't start, I don't want to be here. So I don't know which guy we're going to get.
Well, to that point, he's already starting out a little sensitive, and saying it's glad to be somewhere where I feel wanted and, whatever. So this is what it's supposed to feel like. I mean, those are little subtle shots that he's taking at the Rams organization. So interested to see how that plays out. But just off the whim, we didn't talk about this. At number 7, you're in charge of the Lions draft. What direction are you going? If you got a name, great. If you got a position, that's fine too.
Well, you know how I feel. It's got to be between offensive line and the secondary. It's like, what, best player available. But you need to key in either on your offensive line or your secondary. Now, if you've got like a dog pass rusher, or if you've got like a dog wide receiver, because wide receiver is a little suspect. If Smith's available from Alabama at number 7, you got a rookie quarterback, you've got a rookie wide receiver, and you've got a rookie in your system at quarterback. They can learn together. So best player available, but hopefully they take care of the offensive line or the defensive secondary. But if a great skilled player is available, then take them.
Yeah. See, you and I disagree on something. You said offensive line or secondary, biggest needs. I don't think our offensive line is that bad. I really don't. It could definitely get some depth in the offensive line, but I don't think we have a horrible offensive line. I think our biggest need right now is pass rush, D-line. I think that's the biggest need for us. Our pass rush was non-existent. We didn't have one. But with that being said, if we lose both Galladay and Marvin Jones, I think a no-brainer is Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddell from Alabama. Either one of those, I think, is a can't miss. Even if you just get one of those guys back, I think that would be okay to go with one of those two from Alabama. But we'll see. This is going to be an interesting offseason. I can't wait. But want to segue to something else. Still talking about the Lions here, though. What are your thoughts on the organizational moves that have been made with coaches, with our front office? What are your thoughts on that?
I like what the front office has done. They came in and instantly made an impact. Like we alluded to earlier, usually when the Lions are involved in something, it usually looks like that the Lions get the short end of the stick. And we were having some conversations off camera. I wasn't really familiar with what the front office's strengths were. So you were telling me that I believe the GM has he's real good at scouting like early round talent, and the president is good at scouting late round talent. Did I mix the order up?
Yeah, vice versa. So Brad Holmes, our new general manager, he's supposedly a guru at scouting. He came from the Rams organization, as we know, and round 4 and beyond, he does a great job with that. But then we also made a hire, John Dorsey. He's a senior personnel executive. He's kind of been known to be the guy to make great personnel decisions in the first few rounds. So if they work together, you would think that they can come up with a really good plan. You would think. And once again, with the draft capital we have, we're in a good place. So, but that's what the word is on those two individuals.
Well, I think from that perspective, I think that, if they've got these great reputations, then yeah, they're good picks. Dan Campbell, a little bit surprised that he was the head coach, but selected as a head coach, but I'm okay with that based on the way that his staff is being built. He's got a lot of established assistant coaches, offensive coordinators, position coaches. Dan Campbell seems to be the type of coach that other coaches want to work with. So from that perspective, we're assembling a great staff. So hopefully all of this is going to translate to some wins. I would hope that the Lions would go from like 5 wins to 7 wins, maybe even win a couple of games they're not supposed to, maybe sneak a 9-win season in and possibly slide into the playoffs.
So I really want to avoid drinking the Kool-Aid. I really do. But
so you're going to drink wine instead?
I think I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I really do. Here's my thoughts. What you said about Dan Campbell, is exactly spot on. That's what the word is on him. Other coaches want to work for him. I'm not quite sure why. I would love to hear exactly why, but you look at the staff he's putting together. He's a first-time head coach. He was an interim head coach with the Dolphins, of course, a few years ago, but this is first time, being hired as the guy. Look at what he's done. His offensive coordinator is Anthony Lynn, former head coach. So he can definitely help Dan Campbell out in any way and giving advice on how to run the organization. But that's on the offense side of the ball. On the defense side of the ball, he got a defense coordinator, never worked that position before, and Aaron Glenn. But Aaron Glenn was someone that was considered for head coaching jobs throughout the league. Didn't get an opportunity yet, but now he has DC position. So he obviously is in high regards with organizations if they were considering him for the head coaching position. So he's a first timer. So you might be a little worried about him being a first timer. No, because behind him, you got Don Capers, who also has been a head coach in the past and also has put together some hella defenses during his time in the NFL. So you got experience behind the inexperience. I really love that. Mark Brunell, it's a name. He was very successful playing quarterback in the league, being our quarterback coach. Deuce Staley was highly regarded for positions as well throughout the league. He's our assistant head coach and running back coach. So we pulled the linebacker coach. His name slips my mind at this point. Let me see if I can find it. Mark DeLeon. Pulled him from the Bears, helped develop Roquan Smith. So you got some people who have done some things that have left their current positions, or they were highly regarded for other positions to come to the Detroit Lions. These are things that we've never been able to say about the Lions organization. Now, if they can put together some players to play for these guys, it could be very exciting in the next couple of years. Last thing I'll say, but with that being said, a guy like Aaron Glenn, if he turns out to have a phenomenal defense, he's going to be gone soon. He's going to get a head coaching opportunity. Anthony Lynn, if he has a great offense, he's going to be gone soon as well. So hopefully we'll have someone in place to step up and step into those positions. Next man up, like for coaches as well. But I'm very excited about our coaching staff and front office.
Yeah, I am too. It actually seems like we've got a farm system now in terms of coaches and, people that are going to, show you the tricks of the trade. I think that Campbell is going to provide a certain toughness to the team that the team hasn't had since really Jim Schwartz was here. Those first couple of years that Schwartz was here, our team was known, as a tough physical team. We've been soft since he's left, in my opinion. Now, that's not to say that we were bad, because when Caldwell was here, the team was well-rounded. The defense was above average. The offense was above average. Special teams was above average. And that explains why he got to the playoffs in 2 of the 3 seasons that he was here. So I'm hoping that we at least get to that status, because I think that we've been struggling since Caldwell. That's no thing. We have been struggling since Caldwell. Look, we don't have an identity.
No doubt. And I'm just hoping that it doesn't take us a full another season to find that identity. I'm hoping not. Of course, we got to be patient. We're in the middle of a rebuild again.
Yeah. We only had like 3 seasons that we weren't rebuilding. The 2 years that Schwartz, the 2 years that Caldwell, the 3 years that Caldwell was our coach, because when he came in, it was instant. It was just like that. So this is a similar situation, where Caldwell came in and he had head coaches or coordinators that were considered for coaching positions. So if you look at the blueprint, it's similar to that of the Caldwell hiring. But the difference is that now I think we have football people that are making football decisions.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed. We'll see how that works out. All right. Lunch break is coming up to an end, so we want to end on this note. This Sunday, it's a game going on, I think.
The big game?
Big game, yes, the Super Bowl. That's it. So we're going to save our picks for later on. But what we're going to do right now, as you can see, I'm kind of a big guy. I like food. You're not too small yourself, but I think I got a little bit of weight on you. Maybe so right now we're going to have a Super Bowl food party draft. We're going to pick 5 foods We're gonna do a draft style. You got your wheel handy?
You know what? I do have my wheel handy. I don't think I have it loaded up for the foods though, but you know what?
Just put my name and your name on it. We'll just let the wheel decide who gets first pick.
Not a problem, sir. You know what?
Picks 5 rounds, and we're gonna post the foods choices later. And for the people that are watching, if you can get prepared to comment on who do you think has the better menu, would greatly appreciate it. And we want to get some results by this evening on who's got the better spread.
I'm sorry, the better spread.
Yes. So you go ahead and get that lined up, and I got a list of my foods. I did my homework, so
Of course you did.
Of course I did. It's food. I was motivated.
All righty, so let's go ahead and get ourselves loaded up. Where'd my screen go?
It's in front of you.
You're funny.
You're looking at it.
You're funny. No, I'm talking about our spin the wheel, make the deal wheel. Okay, so I've got that. Let's go ahead and share screen. And
while you're doing that, take a look down at the scrolling bar right about here. You can see all of our podcasting platforms. If you go to our Linktree page, also if you feel a little giving in the giving spirit, you can make a one-time donation or an ongoing donation by going to our Cash App, $EHP podcast. That's 2 P's. Definitely, we appreciate anything and everything you can do. But definitely subscribe to our channels all over the place, and definitely plan on tuning in tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. All right, all of that out the way. Eric, spin that wheel. Whoever it is gets first pick. I hate those colors.
You know what? I'm going to work on changing the colors. I'm going to do maize and blue.
There you go. Eric gets the first pick.
Yeah,
all right.
And the wheel wasn't rigged.
I think it was, but I think it was Eric and Eric was the 2 names on there.
Okay, so my first pick in the draft lottery food party, you have to go with chicken. You have to go with wingdings specifically.
All right, so do you want to be more specific on that, or just wingdings, classic wingdings? What do you?
Honey glazed, ranch dressing on the side.
Honey glazed. All right. So my first pick, I'm going to stay in the family, and I'm going to go ahead and go with buffalo wings.
Okay. Even though I never seen a buffalo fly.
Hey, don't have to. Jessica Simpson didn't either. All right. Next pick, sir.
Next pick, man, you know what? You gotta have potato chips.
Potato chips. You got a favorite brand?
Yeah, Ruffles cheddar cheese and sour cream.
Oh man, I hated those things.
Oh, I love those things.
Ruffles cheddar cheese. And by the way, people, we are just going off of food. We're not going off of any drinks. The drinks are given, so we're just going off of food. All right, my next choice, I'm gonna go with Hawaiian roll sliders, ham, Swiss, and caramelized onions.
Damn, that is pretty good.
Thank you.
And sticking with sliders for you folks that run up north, we got to go with WC White Castle.
So you gonna have White Castle at your Super Bowl party?
Why not?
Okay, all right, your pick, sir. All right. My next pick is gonna be I'm gonna save that one because I don't think you'll go there. I'm gonna go with a classic. I'm gonna go with potato skins.
I was just thinking similar along those lines. French fries.
All right. I got so much to choose from. I'm gonna go with a tater tot skewer with bacon.
What the kind of Super Bowl party? What is this, like a Super Bowl party at the White House or something?
No, this is hood style.
Okay. It must be a rich hood.
No. Balling on a budget, buddy. Balling on a budget.
Okay.
All right, this is your last pick. You got wingdings, honey glazed wingdings, potato chips, specifically Ruffles with and cheddar cheese, White Castle French fries. All right, what else you got? Your last pick.
I think we're gonna roll with a spinach dip.
I did have that on my list as a possibility. All right, spinach dip. All right, I was actually gonna do it was on my list. I didn't know if I was gonna pick it or not. A cheesy bacon spinach dip, but I'll stay away from that. You got spinach dip already. So let me knock this last one out the park, hopefully. Let's see. So tell me this. Lead me. Do you want a sandwich or do you want no, you know what? No. I'm gonna go
already. I got my sliders.
No, I'm talking about from did you want me to go sandwich? It's all good. I got it. How about a mac and cheese pizza bite?
Never had it. It sounds intriguing.
All right, so final choices. Eric, and anyone that's watching right now, Ed Hook said bacon. So maybe I made a good choice on that. Well, no, I didn't say bacon. All right, let's see. So those listening, tell me which one you guys think has got the better lineup. Eric has honey glazed wingdings. He's got Ruffled potato chips, cheddar cheese, Ruffled potato chips, White Castle, French fries, and spinach dip. I have buffalo wings, Hawaiian roll sliders, which consists of ham, Swiss, and caramelized onions. I also have potato skins. Ed Hook said anything with bacon, so we can sprinkle some bacon topping on those potato skins with some sour cream and cheese, of course. Then I have tater tot skewers with bacon. So there's some more bacon for you, Ed. And I also have mac and cheese pizza bites. So that is the spread. How do you feel about your choices, Eric?
I feel good, but we need to add one thing, and I think we can mutually agree on this. We got to have some Faygo Pop.
Of course, but we said drinks was thrown in. In that case, we got to have some alcohol, which we know will be there as well.
Well, we know alcohol, but I mean to wash it down with the non-alcoholic beverage, we got to go Faygo. If any of you have never had Faygo, you guys don't know what you're missing.
Soleil said, never get into a good competition with a big fella.
Yeah, exactly. So Soleil, no chili. Okay, yeah. So Soleil, you never would win this eating competition. You out your league.
So Ed, I mean, if we had more rounds, chili is definitely on my list as well. Of course, Ed Faygo Red Pop, but I also said that Faygo Peach be hitting hard too. So that's probably my personal favorite. But anything Faygo is good to me. Rock and Rye, I miss that stuff down here.
You mean food? Okay. On a frosted mug. See, now we're about to have a food episode. You know what? Y'all keep coming up with these comments.
All right. Well, all I got to say is I'm still on my lunch break. I don't have none of these food in my fridge right now, but I'm gonna hook something up. That's for sure. So Eric, man, it was fun, man, just to have a quick conversation with you, lunchtime edition. Soleil, Ed, Spencer, thanks for commenting. Other listeners and viewers, thank you all for being here. This is going to be posted shortly on our Facebook page, and definitely want you to vote on who's got the better Super Bowl spread. So, Eric,
yes,
I will let you later, man.
Okay, before we sign off, please don't forget to join us this evening for our regularly scheduled program. So it's going to be very entertaining and very informative. So we look forward to talking with you guys later.
You know what? Let's give them a taste of what we're talking about. What's the topic tonight?
Topic tonight, of course, this being Black History Month, we have different perspectives on what Black History Month means to everybody. So we have individuals from different generations, from different walks of life, that's going to give their perspective on what Black history means to their particular generation. So we've got individuals that are in their their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, just kind of giving you a different view on what Black history means to them. And then, of course, James and I have our opinions as well.
You found someone else to be in that 60-year-old age group besides yourself?
You know what, man?
You almost said something.
I'll be there in another decade or so. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, I am turning 50 this year, so I am a 70s baby.
Oh, 50. I thought you was in your 60s. My bad. Anyway, on that note, appreciate you once again. Appreciate everyone for tuning in, and we will talk to you guys tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern time.
Stay safe, America.